last 4 conference tournaments. The team that won it in that stretch, Kent State. As we take a look at the starting lineups, there'll be many buckets as we're underway in the MAC tournament semi for a spot in the championship. Came for Kent State.
He's been scoring the basketball. Last 6 games have been in double figures.
Gillespie rumbles down the lane, won't fall. Bounce pass to the rolling Mahaffey, and that's the contest.
Beautiful pocket pass from Johnson, just being patient, understanding who are on the ball, and hitting Mahaffey in that short roll.
Jahari Williamson given everything earned. Johnson, 4 to shoot, looks at that clock, blinding speed, runner, wow. Oh my goodness! That's why he leads the league in scoring, he has it all. Whaley bullies his way inside. Mahaffey slap in front of the iron. Rebound ricochets. Picked up on the run. Here comes Medley. Bounce pass. Safford for 3. Bullseye. Lead changes. A physical fight. Scott with a crossover. Draws a rotation. 3 for Young. No. Williamson brings it across himself. Says, I don't need a point guard. I can dime myself.
I mean, you just talk about the culture that Coach Gross has built since coming back to the MAC.
Drills, just the way you put up buckets in the Big Ten. They still remember.
That was a high ball you got. not like this.
Free throws, and Akron will keep the basketball. Saranya, who was the first ever player from Morgantown to be named West Virginia's year for Gross. Of course, his second stint in the MAC, former coach at Ohio. Turnover, Gillespie, Gazelle, off the backboard.
Really good follow from Widekey.
Sharon Young the foul, sending Quinn Widekey to the line. Will be on the floor.
Yeah, they have great chemistry playing together. Kind of play that traditional high-low, 3 out, 2 in type.
His big size, you wouldn't think he has those ball skills. Johnson certainly has skills. Oh, he's thrown away. Somehow Briscoe proceeds, but it's off the rim.
I don't think Briscoe was expecting that.
Scott whips. Lyles deposits 2. One of the reserves. Medley 6.5 assists per game to lead the MAC. Step back, hunts a 3. And that's Johnson. Johnson yo-yos and cashes. Oh, that's cold. 6 Man of the Year awards in the MAC. But Kent State locking all windows and doors. Evan Mahaffey from the free throw line. Line drive.
Flow and production when Johnson's not on the floor.
Kent State has missed their last 4 from the floor. Make it 5 straight. Bring in Safford. That was deflected. Eric Mahaffey off the bench. Grabs a rebound. Finds his older brother. And Safford's looking over to the Kent State bench off the frame, but he's pleading to stay in with 2 fouls. Spent a couple of years at Ohio State, 1 at Penn State. We mentioned there's a lot of Big Ten connections throughout this league. On the bench, remember, he carried the way, 24 points, second on the team in the quarterfinal. Plenty of ways to go offensively, though. For
Whaley just so good at utilizing that shot fade.
Johnson counted on the other end.
That was a good job of Johnson, though, still staying composed and attacking the mismatch.
High-low once more, that time right on the mark. And a little set try from 3 yet after struggling in the quarterfinal, but he's a nearly 40% free throw shooter. Akron being the best team, even this year, in this conference. Step through move, Mahaffey drills Gillespie. Which end do they attack? Go to the big or use the guard? Shema Scott, fade away from the elbow, book it. Fans who've made the drive on their feet. Gillespie inside. So he's on the bench with 2. Medley steals with that wrap on his left hand. Using that right arm in the lane. Great space. Wrap Cuppy. Cuppy will take over Indy. Williamson. Action out of the timeout short. 20 points per game. He also has 5 helpers a contest. Fun matchup of point guard. Sion Medley on defense. Mid-range J. Oh, yeah.
Mates involved and when to look to create for himself. I mean, his role has kind of evolved as well.
Medley splashes it down.
The emotions of a rivalry game. You're in the semifinals playing for an opportunity to go to the
Representatives of the MAC in the NCAA tournament are on the floor. Tip 2023. Lost a heartbreaker to Akron in 2024. Medley sprays enough
right behind and drilled it.
3-point line, keeping Kent State attached. Scott tries a rainbow triple, and it's Akron that relies on the three. They make 11 per game. The interior for Kent State is their bread and butter. Medley, no. A 43% three-point shooter. Young with that ball fake. Enough to get some space. Evan Mahafy's not much of a three-point shooter. He says under 5 to go. Playing for a spot in the MAC Tournament Championship. Griffin, he just threw the game. Scott bounces. Mahafy finds Lyles, wants 3. Back rim. Mahafy with a rebound and a deflect.
There. Oh, I don't know. That's...
Coach's stream. What a possession. Musime Kamali pays it off. Late in this first half. Mahafy. Because imagine trying to describe every pass of that sequence.
I feel bad for the radio man. Probably a lot of things that you have to say on a given possession.
I guess the radio audience. MAC semi number 2 from Rocket Arena. Wide key off movement 3. Wide left, slapped off
This game red hot.
Hartman, got it. Johnson, Kobe fade.
Kent State just really can't get anything in the painted area. Only 4 paint points on the game. This is
Look like the Kent State that we've seen when they've been rolling this year, where it's
drawing the foul.
and a foul on a key player, Sharon Young, who has 3 this year. Travis Steele the winner, no surprise. Starts to initiate at 5 seconds. Gets the switch against Widekey. Leading scorer in the league, Johnson. That's fine! Some movement. Get back to what their usual style of play is. Starts on defense. Safford sneaks it in. Lyles Chase, 2023, lost a heartbreaker in 2024. Whaley wasn't there for that one. A transfer from UNLV gets another. But
Something kind of like tactically, I think against Akron, you have to attack them right away.
And with Mahafy, another guy who isn't known as a three-point shooter, although he did hit one in the first half. Williamson is known. Oh, he's released. Shot clock down to 10. Safford gets rid of it. Gillespie back to the basket. Defended by Mahafy. Whaley, fadeaway, mid-post pass. Smooth, though, I must say, popping out of that headband. Giving me an old school 70s basketball vibe. To the rim, Shama. Double vision of Mahafy's on the big bodies of Kent State. And Whaley. Two for 2. Gillespie turns the corner with reckless abandon. Tip back, toilet bowls it.
Screen where you get a guard setting a screen for a big man. Both positions aren't used to guarding that.
Silencer, Hartman. Regionality, Northeast Ohio schools going at it. Northeast Ohio here in Cleveland. Gillespie, true. Top 5 in the conference in the country, I should say, in rebounding. Led the conference. And completes a 3-point play. Briscoe back in for the Golden Flashes. Medley hits Kent State. Scott, 3 left. Leaning 3. Buckets! Thanks to that huge hit. Late shot clock by Scott. 6th man of the year of the MAC. Back-to-back years. That's great trail defense. Williamson, crossover, steps into it. Step back, Briscoe! Mahaffey has a lane he likes and kiss. The intensity of this game, the stakes, you're starting to feel it. Scott dives to the corner. Lyles, he's still struggling. He just couldn't connect. Overdue for a stoppage. Cross-court pass. Hartman launches. Elevation for a spot in the MAC championship game. Young leans. No. One on the shot clock. Gillespie.
I'm going to let him take that floater.
The freshman is strong. Kent State's point guard, Sion Medley, has 4. And they'll get Scott. He can create off the bounce. Draws the help from Gillespie. Backfilling Mahaffey. Flicks it in.
Hitters on the offensive end.
Waikiki, step back, hunts a 3. In and out. Need a boat. The first half. Front end. Whaley, early post up. Spin, double, doesn't care. A lot of dribbling from Johnson. Remember, that ball was popping in the first half for Akron. Done a lot. High stakes games down the stretch. Safford keeps the defender at bay. Tough contested 3. Right in front. Lyles shooting 2. There it goes now before Coach Gross gets back. Johnson is do-it-all lead guard. Young, every rebound is not clean. It's a tip, it's a bobble. Hartman, got it! Mahaffey, dribble handoff game. Young curls around, tiptoes the baseline, deposits to Lyles, who lays it. Rebound volley to Medley. Williamson, excellent shooter, great release, everything but the bucket. Every Safford ripped away from him. I'm telling you, you gotta hold on. Hartman!
That went to glass almost every possession.
Medley in with 4 fouls, can't get it. Kent State has gone cold. Gillespie, big collision, no whistle there. Mahaffey. Boy, it'll take a scab to get a whistle on this one. Williamson turns it up, turns the corner. 62% from the line. That foul, by the way, on Lyles, his 4th. Actually does for the Golden Flashes. Lyles remains in with 4. 31 in a row. The door has been left open with these free throws. Mahaffey does. He used all. Nothing like single elimination stakes with a 4-point lead. Blinding crossover. Scott. Bucket! Oh my God! In a painted area. They get Whaley the touch. Mid-post. The Barkley back down. 5 on the trigger. Fadeaway jumper.
Bring over a double team.
The press broken with a pass up ahead. Lyles. He lost. Mahaffey! Hey, for the bragging rights. In their 8th straight win against Kent State. The conference's biggest 8-point game. Need a bucket, need it fast. Whaley, hands, Medley, pump fake, not loose. Waikiki hits. The frustration one, sort of reckless around the screen. Lyles, that one goes. 73%. For the guy who's improved each and every year. The junior, made that senior from Columbus with 3 MAC tournament championships in a row. Safford elevates and lays it in. Tougher open. It's still a 2-possession game no matter what from Scott. Three-possession lead is wide. Akron boards. And Akron continues their quest for a 3-peat. 75-68. They'll take on Toledo for a chance at third.